Hey guys, welcome back. We're back here in Reefapalooza, New York for Sunday, day 2, and we're gonna cover rest of the things we haven't covered yet. I have some corals that I bought yesterday that I didn't have a chance to collect before the show ended, so I'm here for day 2. So we're gonna get some more footage. If we miss some boots, we're gonna try to get them. So let's go back inside. Let's go inside and get the footage that we want came for, and also the corals. Hopefully, I won't buy anymore, but then again, we don't know. Anything could happen. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys inside. We're in the showroom right now, Reefapalooza. This being the second day, I decided to bring my daughters along with me because there was a kids zone there, activity for kids. They got their faces painted. They got some balloon animals. So we knocked that out in the beginning of the show. And soon after, the next thing we did was we saw Ryan there. So Ryan is no longer with BRS, which I was not aware of. Crazy how things change when you're out of the hobby for a while. So obviously he has this new channel, Curated Reef, and this is his booth. And we had a contest going on where you could win cash prizes. And while me and him were discussing, my daughter decided to participate on the event, and then she actually was able to unlock the lock with the key, and she got to spin, and I think she won like $25 cash. So really unexpected. The kids were happy. And then we obviously moved to the corals, and I think this year going day 1 and day 2 and looking at all the vendors this year, I think I would have to say the emphasis or hot items for Reefapalooza 2025 this year were LPS. Obviously there are some SPS, but I guess the main focus of this year, commodities that were very hot were SPS corals. Euphyllias in particular were very hot. Obviously your regular players are always there, mushrooms, zoas, and as opposed to previous years where acros were very hot, I noticed that this year, it's all about LPS, all about ganies, all about torches, hammers, and obviously the one torch that stands out is the Holy Grail. I think every single booth this year had some sort of Holy Grails for sale. Everybody was selling Holy Grails, and obviously I got some Holy Grails for myself. We'll talk about my coral haul from Reefapalooza on a separate video, but as you can see, guys, it's like lots of ganies, torches, hammers, frog spawns, mostly LPS. So focus on this year was mostly LPS and euphyllias, and the video will show you the concentration, where the concentration was. So let's keep watching. Also, I wanted to point out that Reefapalooza may be a reefing hobby event, but they have things for everyone, for kids, for women. They have jewelry, reef themed jewelry, and art. So I think there's something for everyone in the family, and I do encourage everyone to bring your family with you. No one's gonna be bored. There's always something to do for everyone. One of the standout booths was the Fifth Alarm corals. These guys brought an extensive array of corals, and especially SPSs, as you can see, but they did bring nice euphyllias as well, and LPS. As you're going to see, obviously these are very beautiful SPS corals colonies, and they were going for pretty high prices. Obviously, these are acros, so they fetch a pretty penny. But they also had nice euphyllias as well. This being day 2, they're almost wiped clean. Most of the vendors this year, I mean on day 2, I would say about 60% of them were almost wiped out clean. So they sold a lot of goods this year, and by day 2 most of them were pretty empty. TRSC corals, as you can see, they brought some really great colonies, wall hammers, and very mixture of LPS and SPS corals. I was looking at a bubble coral from them, but you know, the price didn't work out. But they have some great examples here, obviously. And then we are here at the Raffle booth for day 2, and these are what was being offered on the raffle for day 2 of Reefapalooza. And compared to day 1, I think day 2 had better giveaways this year. I'm going through from, you know, the smallest to the biggest items from right to left, and obviously I think the giveaways on day 2 were better than day 1. Day 1 had a lot of gift cards involved, but day 2 actually had physical, you know, actual items for giveaways. Now, unfortunately, I played both days and we did not win, but it's okay. You know, it's just about having the experience of the raffles, or just a bonus cherry on top, you know? So you don't necessarily have to participate on the raffle if you don't want to, but they had really great items they were giving away this year. So it's good to see that. And as being the last day of Reefapalooza, there were some deals going on. As you can see, these euphyllias are going for dirt cheap prices. You know, $55. Torches were, you know, $45 here, and hammers are $35. These, I mean, this booth, they had some steals here, especially for day 2. I regret buying majority of my corals on day 1 because I really wanted to. I would have spent a lot of money at that booth, to be honest, if I didn't already spend a lot on day 1. So I had to restrain myself and, you know, just take it in and get the content for you guys, and refrain myself from going bankrupt because the deals, some of the deals were going on were amazing. And here we at the Eshopps Mariner booth, and we got a quick tour of their, you know, the full systems that they have for sale. And, you know, so let's take a look here.
This is a whole set, comes in a set. Do you guys like, can we buy individually? Like, can you just sell the tank? And
comes in a kit.
It has to be a kit?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's in the kit? So everything that I see?
No, so
okay.
It's the tank, stand,
sump,
plumbing, and sump.
Okay. No equipment, no other stuff. Okay.
No.
Okay. So this is the 4-chamber, I guess. Okay, where's the inlet? Right there.
There's the filter socks, which are removable.
For a fleece roller, I guess.
For a fleece roller, we even have a knockout. This is for a refugium or our media reactor or whatever you want to put in there.
Okay.
If you want to do some corals in there, you can. We separate it so you can.
So that's refugium. Yeah. It goes to the refugium and then it goes to the protein skimmer.
Yep. On this model. Yep.
So the skimmer is right before the return.
And then right before the return, we included dosing.
Perfect. And what kind of fleece rollers are compatible, like aftermarket?
A Red Sea 500.
Okay.
Are underneath that plate that's removable.
Yeah.
There's a knockout, so you can use a piece of pipe and run it through to a Clary Sea.
Okay.
You just got to get the right one that fits in that area. So you got to look at the measurements.
Got it.
And then
Does the website list the compatible? You should do that.
But you guys should just figure it out.
Oh, come on. We're already figuring out so much.
So, you know, the first day that we recommend to somebody the product that fits,
Yeah.
right? And it doesn't fit the way they think it wants to fit, then we have problems.
So you shouldn't fit the way you want. It should be the way the manufacturer intended it. People need to understand that. You know what I mean?
You know,
I know, you can't please everyone.
We don't manufacture them, so we don't recommend any of them.
I understand for liability issues.
Yes,
of course.
so we don't,
Yeah.
but all our stands are 100% marine grade plywood with 3 coats of epoxy. So it's as waterproof as you can make it. There's no MDF in these.
So it's plywood, but it's fully covered.
Fully covered in epoxy.
Epoxy, okay.
Yep, our stands come with a solid base. So our base comes in, you don't have to build the base.
Okay.
And then you're just putting panels on, cam locking them on, but then you bolt. There's 3 bolts in every corner of every one of our stands.
Okay.
So it's got 6 bolts on this side, this has got 6 bolts on this side. This is a peninsula, so it has an aluminum frame.
Okay.
And but our 70, you can see it over there, and our 100, they don't, and our 130.
How big is this?
This is a 100. So it's actual tank volume.
So this is 100? Wow,
Yeah.
it looks big.
This is a 100. That's because unlike our competitors, we do actual tank volume, not tank and sum.
Yeah, you can't calculate the sum.
Yeah.
You don't know if everyone's going to use the sum. So
Well,
yeah,
a lot of our competitors do that. So,
Okay.
So on rimless tanks.
any competitor in particular that's notorious for it?
I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. They're all friends of mine. So
Is the Red Sea one of them?
I'm not saying. You can figure it out. It's not too tough. Look at their name. Look at the nameplates on all these tanks, and you can figure it out.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, this is gorgeous. So how tall is this guy?
So this is 22 by 22 by 4 feet.
22. Okay.
Our tanks come standard with the VCA returns.
Okay.
This is glass.
This is glass, not acrylic. Oh, wow.
It's 100% glass. And the way we run our returns is we do flooded returns, and we figured out that if we do a dual slow, if we can do it slower through 2 dual returns, and listen to it, you can't hear it.
Yeah, you just gotta get the siphon right, and you gotta tweak it.
You don't even have to dial it in hard.
No dial it, but you could.
Have to dial it in
a little bit.
But we use ball valves because it's
Correct.
so easy.
The ball
to
valve is more
it's so
precise.
easy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the gate valve is more precise, but the ball valve is what you need for this one.
Correct. Yeah, you want to do ball valve for at least the drainage in. Yeah. You can use gate valve for anything else.
So,
yeah.
So, but we water jet out the comb, so it's perfectly scrubbable. So that's part of the glass. It's one piece of glass right here.
So the entire thing is made of glass?
Yes.
Oh wow! I thought just the lid was made of glass.
The entire, it's structural, so the entire thing is made out of glass.
Got it.
Our 100-gallon and above have Euro bracing on the bottom, as you can see. You can kind of see a piece of it right there.
Yeah.
See the Euro bracing?
Yep.
So you really can't touch the silicone. All our seams have polycarbonate corners. So you can, if you push it this way, you can see like the corners. You can't really touch the silicone.
Oh yeah.
So stick your finger in there, like on the inside.
Oh wow.
On the inside, right here. All the corners have that, the guards. So you really have to try.
Yeah, especially if you're scraping.
Yeah.
And you clean the glass, the scraper could.
It hits that
the guard.
polycarbonate
Yep.
instead of the silicone.
So the durability is longer, I guess. Yeah.
We also on our doors, we did instead of the push button, we do a routed edge.
Yes. So
It's
a
a
rod
nice
is so much easier.
nice
Yep.
handle.
Yep.
So it's more furniture, it's more furniture-like.
It's easy to open. You don't have to worry about the magnets and all that stuff.
Also on our plumbing, it's 1 3/4 inch. We have holes in the glass and use straight up bulkheads.
So 1 3/4 in and out, both like.
Yeah, I'll show you right here.
Okay.
You can never make. So what we did is we molded our own nuts. So this goes right on the outside of the bulkhead. So there's another bulkhead gasket right here, and you just tighten these down right on top over the bulkheads.
Okay.
So it's just real bulkheads, like you'd go get at the fish store.
Like from Home Depot, like from plumbing store, like Home Depot and stuff. Same, we can use the.
That's all 1 inch, and this is 3/4. So it's not metric.
Got it. Okay.
So if you wanted to change it, you could. Like mine is changed. It goes down to my basement.
Got it.
You don't have to get in it. So like on most of the tanks, like our competitors, like Red Sea, Water, they're all metric.
Got it.
And they're all made in China. Ours
And
is
everything is, I see that in the back is all fully covered out, so nothing is exposed too much, except for the obviously.
Well, so you can get to it.
Correct. Without taking the panels off. That's
Yeah.
weird. How much you do this setup? How many? This is like 200 or 500?
This is a 180. And what we did is we dropped it down 2 inches, so it's 22 by 26.
Okay. So unique size, yeah.
Most 180s are 24 by 24.
Correct.
So we give you that extra width.
Yeah, to give the depth perception of depth. Yeah.
And on the 180, it's double laminated Euro bracing with 3/4 inch thick.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
And
This thing is built like a tank.
and the back panel, because of the box and the double Euro bracing, because we have Euro bracing on the bottom and the top, we're able to just do the back panel plain, so you can fit a more array of light mounts.
Okay. Oh, that's a good question. So if I were using the Radions, right? You know how the Radions do
I
it?
don't know about their light mounts.
Yeah, because they go in the back of the stand. That's what I was asking.
Well, this is plywood, so you can screw right to it.
Okay, yeah. Well, might damage the look of it if I start drilling into it.
Well, this is going to go against the wall
in the
most
back,
of the time,
yeah.
So.
Okay. I mean, the best option would be to just hang it off the top of the ceiling, if I guess, as far as the lighting goes.
You can just do a regular rimless light mount in this way instead of. So, have you ever seen a Eurobrace light mount?
No.
They're big, so they're like triple the size of a regular light mount because they got a mount like this,
correct,
instead of just this.
Got it. Okay.
See what I'm saying? So you can so you run Kessels, right?
Yeah.
So there's the Kessel. You just buy the Kessel light mount and it just screws right down to it on the back.
And it's safe? It's not going to damage the glass by any way?
No, it's 3/4 inch thick glass. It's not going anywhere. It's just like doing it to any other rimless.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
but on a Eurobrace mount, it goes this way. So it locks down like this. So you see this big chunky mount.
Yeah, sticking inward.
Yeah.
As opposed to it's not flush.
Yeah.
And so this setup is what's the price on this one?
$57.99.
So, and does it come with a ATO reservoir?
Does not. That's an accessory.
It's an accessory, but the sump is included.
That sump is included. Yeah. That's the sump that's included. And what the deal is with this sump? This sump can be used as, you can have frags in this sump. You can do it as a refugium because one of the drains is right there. That's the emergency overflow. Or if you shut that drain off.
And this is independent to the rest of the sump? Or they're connected? Okay.
So this can be used as an ATO too, if you wanted to.
Correct. And it's got a baffle too in the back. It's like another tank in the sump.
Basically. So you can shut that drain off and not have it drain in here, and that's just your emergency drain.
Got it.
And that's not going to affect your salinity or anything, you know.
Okay.
So there's the pump area, which this is adjustable.
Yep. Yeah, for the water height. Yeah.
So for the water height, this is your skimmer area, which is we have dosing in there, right? And then it's the same as the last sump with the rectangle.
So you can do your filter socks, or you want to do a...
We also have media cups that fit right in there.
Okay, and those are separate.
Yes, those are an accessory.
Separate. Okay.
Yep, and then this comes right out. Okay, this can come right out, and you can do a filter sock with this one too.
Yep.
And see, you can actually get a good picture of the knockout right there. So if you're hard plumbing, you can see that knockout.
Yep.
And that just twists right out.
Oh, that's waterproof? Is it watertight?
Yeah. It's
okay.
It really doesn't matter anyway because it's just a bubble bath around it. You know?
True.
And this will recap Reefapalooza New York 2025 Day 2. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching both Day 1 and Day 2 videos. Really appreciate the support. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, I appreciate it. Leave comments and keep checking out for new videos coming up. Happy reefing.